Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Local Grammar Rakesh ji. So as I mentioned in my intro session that I'll be coming up with some learning videos as well. So here's the same actually. So if you belong to GIS world and you might have like different kind of problems while executing your GIS operations, and then while getting the results of these operations you might have to run some queries over the output results as well. And if the data is huge, you might have seen that it takes a lot of time sometime, and sometime it get crash as well. So to get rid of those problems, you might have shifted your data from your GIS environment in some CSV format or text format to SQL environment, and there you might have run the queries to get the final reports of your data. Okay. So today I have come up with the PostgreSQL, which is a complete package of your GIS and your database solutions basically. So GIS plus database, it comes to the PostgreSQL. Here on the PostgreSQL, you can simply run your GIS operation along with your all the queries that you want to execute. If it's a huge one, that is okay. It will give you results like quite frequently, and it won't hang or like won't crash as well. Sometimes that may depend on operating system that you are using or the configuration that you have chosen actually. So today, let's get back to this one basically. Today in this session, I'll try to cover like how to download the PostgreSQL and how to like make it compatible with the PostGIS, and along with the PostGIS, how to activate the functions, GIS functions, which is like very much compatible to run the GIS operations. So so this is quite visible to you that you just need to go on this enterprisedb.com, go on download section, go on PostgreSQL, SQL and downloads. Okay. Here you have different versions along with different operating systems, and since like I have been using the Windows, so will prefer to go on Windows, and also will prefer to download the latest version, and will request you to do the same actually, to download the latest version no matter like which operating system you're using. So I'll go with the Windows. Since I have already downloaded this to save some time, I just double click on this one, and as you do with other applications as well, just move forward with yes, 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 and all the options that you get. So I'll do the same. Okay. So just click on next, next, next. Here you don't need to like uncheck anything. Just let it be like that only, and move ahead. Yes, next. Yes. On this step, you might need to wait for like couple of minutes. It takes a little bit time actually. Yeah, everything is in short. Keep it going. Well, the installation part is completed. Here it says like to launch the stack builder at exit. Yes, I want to launch this because this is quite helpful to like import some of the drivers and also the PostGIS. Yeah. Here you will see an option, welcome to stack builder, and just go on the PostgreSQL 14 and keep going. Okay, since like we are talking about the special extension, and this will include your PostGIS, just click on check on this, and just put on next, next. It will say skip installation. Don't check this. Just keep ahead with this one only. Yes, agree. Have to agree. Anyways, just keep it checked like PostGIS only. And okay, next, 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 and it will take a couple of seconds only. Okay, now it will ask you like to go a little bit deeper. It will like ask you to override the existing settings. In case you want to try, you can try, but like I don't want to go with this one because like the things that I want to operate is quite helpful without going ahead with this one. So I'll just click on no, no, and no, and no, and we'll close this and just finish this. Now go to Windows section, type pgadmin. You will see an option of pgadmin 4, which is like the latest one available as of now, and this will open your pgadmin. Okay, so once your pgadmin will open, it will ask you for some master password. Okay, so in case you don't have any password previously, you can reset the password again, and that will be like working as a new password basically. So in case you have already a password, you can put it here. So I had already a password, so I can put that here. Okay, that worked. I thought like that won't be working. So this is good. And there are different databases that I have created in past basically. So I'll just create a new one for you guys. So this is database section where you can create in one, and I'll just create test 1 2 3, and just keep it small. Test 1 2 3, that is created here. Just click on this, go to schemas, public is there, then you go to tables. There won't be anything on tables, but yeah, there's a section of functions over here. Okay, the functions, if you click on this, there's nothing available. Even if you refresh this section, you will not find anything over here, because for this, like, we need to run a query which will like compatible the functions as well. This is all done from the pgadmin. Okay, so we have imported the pgadmin, and I told you how to like reset the password. Or if you already have a master password, you can put it here, create the database, and from here you just need to do one thing. I mean, like, just go on to query tool, and write create extension post gis. Okay, and execute this query. This shouldn't take like hardly take some seconds, and will give you results. Okay, this is written in like 1 second and 463 milliseconds. Okay, so I have got the results. What is the benefit of this results? Basically, this is executed, this is okay, but like, what is the benefit? The benefit is like, just go on this one, and do the refresh, go back to functions section, and here you will see your functions are available now. There are some 695 functions are available within this, and these are compatible with your gis operations. So once you will import your gis files, you would be able to like visualize those geometries, as well as you would be able to run these functions to get the results. So let's say if you want to run the intersection. Okay, there is a underscore intersect. If you want to run the point outside, you can run this. If you want to run like how many geometries are falling within the another geometries, you can run st within. So there are n number of operations are there. If you want to run the distance calculation, there are distance options are also available here. So this is quite helpful to run your gis operation, as well as like you can easily run your queries, and that won't take much time. So this is that's it from this session basically. So we'll come up like how to import the different geometries and the different files within the PostGIS, and how can you really connect this PostGIS to different environments like QGIS and your Postgres and your DBeaver. So we'll come up with those videos in the next session. So तब तक के लिए thank you so much. धन्यवाद. Bye bye.